Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. And this is episode 5 of A Rich Legacy, the spin-off series from my Rags to Riches challenge. We are picking up right where we left off. Kenya is getting out of Kaz's bed, and he's been up for a while. He's just been working on getting some accounting things ready on some movies that he's been working on. But Kenya's gonna head out. It's pretty late. She didn't really mean to spend the whole night. Well, it's not late. It's kind of actually like early in the morning, but she is going to head on her way out to get back to Sol Valley and catch a very early flight home. And, it seems like everybody had an amazing time. Cass is in a good mood. Him working is not a sign of anything that he doesn't want to spend time with her, but business must be handled. Also, if this is your first time here, I would definitely recommend going to the playlist that'll be linked in the description or somewhere in this video and watching previous episodes so you kind of know what's going on and who all these people are, because we tend to keep the storylines rolling here. The stories get kind of in depth, so I don't want anyone to be confused. But if you want to just jump in and see if you like my video, that is totally fine. But yeah, they're just gonna hug and kiss, and we are gonna get Kenya back to her home with Billie. Kenya gets home and she doesn't expect Billie to be awake, but Billie is up. Kenya expects to just sneak on in the house and, not really acknowledge. Like, Billie knew that she stayed with this guy, but she didn't want to talk about it right away. But since Billie is up, Kenya is going to have that conversation. And Kenya's kind of like, girl, what are you doing up this early? And Billie's like, listen, my sleep schedule has not really adjusted well to being in Sol Valley. I sleep all over the place. Plus, I can't really get my cannabis yet, so I have not figured out like how to get to sleep. I'm just struggling. So sometimes I'm just up watching TV. So they have that conversation, and Billie's kind of like, Spo, what's going on with you, girl? I see you creeping in here at, what time is it? 6 o'clock in the morning? So, Billie kind of teases her a little bit, and Kenya's like, I had a good time. I'm not trying to put anything extra on this situation here, but I did have a really good time. And Billie is like, yeah, do not put too much pressure on it. We are still new here. We really need to just explore and get out there. And Kenya's like, I agree. That's why I'm going to go with you to that party with that producer guy that's later in the week. And Billie's really happy that Kenya is willing to go to this party. But Billie is also kind of like, it seems like Kenya might be having more fun than her. Billie is a little restless, I guess, because she also doesn't have a job, like a traditional job. So she's not really out there meeting people. And, Billie's a little concerned about like her social life. She's just feeling like lonely and just all out of sorts. So Billie's like, hey, do you want to go explore this new place in Sol Valley? It's supposed to be like up and coming. They have like brunch spot. They have like coffee shops and all that stuff. And Kenya's like, I would love to, but girl, honestly, I got to get some sleep because I have to go to an audition tomorrow. Billie gets it, and Kenya goes upstairs. And what Billie doesn't know is that Kenya has tucked Kaz's shirt in her purse, and she actually took it home and she's sleeping in it. So I think Kenya is trying to pretend like she's not quickly getting attached to Kaz because she had such a great time with him. She thinks if she doesn't say it out loud, then it's not really a thing. So she can continue to pretend that she is not getting really interested. But she has to get some rest for her audition tomorrow. It is the next day, and I just wanted to show you this really cute outfit that Kenya got in the mail. It is from Sentate, and this is kind of like her audition outfit. Like, this is a way that she can go and like be casual and like they can kind of see what she looks like without, she wants to look professional, but she also does, like, she has to get in the car and like it's a long ride. Let me know what you all think of that outfit. I didn't include the cast because it seemed kind of silly, just to show you the video in cast, but let me know if you prefer me to like have them model the outfit in cast, because I know it's like a little brighter and things like that, but it just seemed silly to stick a cast video in the middle of this. And now Billie is up a little bit after Kenya has left, and she is going to work on her YouTube channel. She just posted to her Instagram that she's working, or her Simstagram, that she is working on her SimTube videos. And, this is fun. She enjoys it, but again, she's getting kind of restless. She's getting tired of being here. I'm going to give Billie a new camera, because I think she would have like the most high quality of cameras, and maybe she will explore her photography skill a little more. But yeah, Billie is getting restless, and she's decided that she is going to go out again without Kenya. So when Billie first got here, she did go out and she explored like the downtown area where they have like the stars where she can walk and like look at that kind of stuff. So Billie has been out alone. She was hoping that she would get to go out more with Kenya, but Kenya has been really focused on work and clearly meeting dates and things like that. So Billie is realizing that even though she came out here with Kenya, she's going to have to do some of this stuff on her own. And they do have different interests, so she's going to have to like explore some things by herself. So Billie is actually going to check out that new part of Sol Valley, and she's just going to go to like a coffee shop and just kind of chill and just look around. She just wants to drive down there. It's like maybe like a 2-hour drive, so it is a little while, but she's going to get ready to head out and see if anything more interesting happens. She's changed her outfit, and so time to get on the road. Unfortunately, it's raining, so that was not the plan, but luckily, Billie had an umbrella in her car. She's a little disappointed just because she did not plan this outfit for the rain, and she probably would have stayed back in Del Sol Valley if she knew, but she's gonna look around a little bit, and I think the rain looks really cool. I wonder if this is something like new in my game, or I never noticed. Like, I feel like the rain just looks really cool on the streets. But yeah, so she sees that there is a movie theater. There looks like there's a brunch spot, a club. And I think this is a bookstore slash cafe. And I also use the same bookstore slash cafe in my Founders Save challenge LP, whatever you want to call it. I still have not figured out like the perfect name that does not sound like a mouthful, but I will link that in this description as well. It's where I build from like an empty save file, and everybody moves to this town for like a particular reason. They are like either running from something or running towards something. It has to be something special for them to move to a town that is like pretty much uninhibited or developing. So yeah, this I've used before and I love it, and I think it like combines like I love anything that combines two lots. So if you know any creators that frequently do that, or you are a creator that frequently does that, let me know so I can follow you on the gallery and I can see some of those builds, because I want to start adding more multi-function lots. So let us get out of this rain. I think Billie has had enough looking around. She does see that this place does have a lot of fun places to be. She doesn't know about the people, how cool they are, or anything like that yet. But, she's like, maybe I will bring Kenya back here when she gets some free time, or maybe I'll come here more often. Hell, maybe this is a place that Billie may want to live, because, of course, her and Kenya are not going to live together forever. This is just like a temporary thing to kind of get on their feet and kind of just figure out what they want to do. This was like an agreement mainly for Kenya's parents, so Kenya's parents wouldn't be so protective. I don't know if you all remember, but Billie has actually been living kind of on her own since she was like a teenager. Like, her parents like gave her an apartment. Anaya and Baako are not like the strictest parents, and so they gave her like her own apartment in San Mai, and they lived in their own apartment. Speaking of Anaya, they want her to visit, but she's gonna tell her mom that she's way too far to visit, but we may do that in another episode. Yeah, so Billie has been living on her own for a while, so she is very independent in some ways, but not in others. So let's talk a little bit about Marcus Flex here. So I give him a quick makeover because I feel like he didn't look so great, but I also don't want to spend a lot of time on him, so I don't know how important to the storyline he's going to be. So I gave him a quick makeover so he is tolerable. But that first day when Billie went out in downtown Del Valley to explore, she actually met Marcus Flex, and he does not live in Del Valley, but he thinks about moving there. He's a trainer. He feels like he could help. He could get to his clients faster. A lot of his clients are in Del Valley. And so he saw Billie looking at the stars, and he kind of knew she wasn't from here or from Del Valley. And he could tell just kind of from her swag that she wasn't from Del Valley. She didn't look like any of the girls in Del Valley. But also, the stars are kind of a very touristy place. So he spoke to her a little bit about like his experience in Del Valley, and they just kind of vibed. It was chill, nothing too serious, and they like exchanged information, but they never followed up. And so it looks like he happens to be here just grabbing a coffee after working out with some of his clients. That Anaya keeps calling, girl, like we're gonna see you, mom, like relax. Yeah, so Billie and Marcus are like connecting. I feel like they're spending more time talking, even though Billie's kind of distracted by her mom. But they're connecting a little more than they have before. And Billie's honestly, frankly, a little lonely. And then something strange happens here that was not expected. We see Jeffrey Landgrab is naked. Now, if you are an OG Sim friend or have binge watched the Rags to Riches series, you will know that the Lawrences have beef with the Landgrabs. They really let it die. The Lawrences got rich. They didn't really care. But Billie has heard all about this grudge. And, Billie is a loyal friend. And so even though she's shocked to see this man walking through here naked, like look at her face. She is shocked to see this man walking through here naked, but there have been rumors that the Landgrabs have been acting strange, that there may be some drug use, there may be some things going on that we don't know, and they have been out doing strange things. So Billie is going to capture this on her new camera, which we were smart enough to buy before. Did not expect that. Did not, like, everybody's shocked. Like, look at this lady. Everybody is shocked by this behavior and why this man just came from upstairs. Was he upstairs woohooing with somebody and forgot to put his clothes on? Like, how did he get naked? But Billie is going to take a picture, and she doesn't know what she's going to do with these pictures yet. She just is going to take it, because first of all, she has to tell Kenya, and she has to tell her, aunt and uncle, Rich and Alicia. So she got to tell them. By the way, if you're new here, they're not actually related to the Jangs. It's just they grew up close. So yeah, Billie's going to take this picture, and she's going to send it to all the Lawrences, except for like the kids, obviously. And maybe she'll post it online. Maybe she'll sell it to the paparazzi. What do y'all think is going on with the Landgrabs and their strange behavior? I know it's been a while since they have been part of the storyline, but I'm really curious what you think. So overall, after seeing Jeffrey Landgrab naked and getting these pictures, Billie feels like this is definitely worth the trip. At least this little bit of drama is something more interesting than what's been going on in the house at home. Billie, once she gets out of this whole like land grab craziness, she realized that Marcus didn't leave. So she runs up to him and they connect. And he actually comes back to Del Sol Valley with her. So he drives behind her just to, make sure he has his car. And he doesn't really know what is happening. But Marcus is here for the vibes. And Billie's kind of like, maybe I can at least get some. I'm trying to ease into this world, so maybe I can at least have some woohoo or just somebody to kick it with. I think Billie's just bored, frankly. And she's been thinking about going back to Sandby because this is just not what she expected. She expected to be like partying all the time and meeting so many people and just everything to like fall at her feet. And it doesn't really feel like that. It just feels like almost like just suburban living for her. What do y'all think about Marcus Flex? Like, how do you use him in your games? What do you think is going to happen with him and Billie? Because he is single, so that's good. I am going to wrap up this episode right here. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and of course, subscribe. This has been a Billie centered episode. I kind of had to make up for that Kenya centered episode. I couldn't help myself. Even though Kenya is truly like the star of this, like this LP can go on without Billie. I don't know if that's happening anytime soon or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, Kenya is truly the legacy, even though like I love Billie. Oh, and this party I'm talking about, it will definitely be in the next episode. Like I have to make that in the next episode. I'm symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. Talk to y'all later. Bye.